Hey, happy Friday to you. I'm Kat Carter. Welcome to Friday Night Live. I am so excited that you decided to come and hang out with me on this Memorial Day 3-day weekend. Yay! I am off Monday. I cannot hardly wait. I'm just so excited. How's everybody doing tonight? Are you all doing well? All right, so in my area, it's been 90 degrees for about 2 weeks, and then we had a big storm yesterday. Now it is like 50, 60 degrees. Ooh, I love it. All right, so I am so excited because I have an amazing lineup. I have 2 dynamic guests standing by, and so we don't want to hold it much longer. But you know what, Cheryl, today is the last Friday of the month. Mm-hmm. You know what that means, don't you?
I sure do. Do they do?
I don't think they do. What is the last Friday of the month? That's right. It's the last Friday of the month. So the prize would be at least, you have a chance to win at least between $50 to $100 today. Ooh, that'd be a nice, so we can get some groceries. You know, I tried to go buy a brisket because my daughter, you know, she was born and raised in Texas. And so she likes brisket. Mm-hmm. And so I checked with the meat market and they said it was $7.99 a pound. So it would have been like $100 because they didn't have a small one. And then when I checked at the store, it was like $3.49 a pound, but it was like almost $60 for some meat. So we're not going to do brisket. It's just the both of us. I didn't need to get all that meat. I know, right? We're going to do something else. All right. So our encouragement corner today reads, if I were basing my judgment on how the horizon looks, I would believe that the surface of the earth ends within a few miles of where I stand. Yes, basing my judgment on experiences, I know that the world and the glory of God's creation do continue beyond my point of view. Whenever appearances seem bleak and I start to become concerned about my prosperity, I remember that there are blessings beyond the horizon. From my own experience and through my faith, I know that God is constantly supplying me with whatever I need, whether it's in my relationship, my job, or my finances. I know there's so much more beyond what seems to be, for God is my provider. So I look beyond appearances. I have strength of mind and wisdom I have cultivated throughout a lifetime in which God has provided for me. Taken from the Daily Word, 365 Days of Love, Inspiration, and Guidance. OMG, it's time for the artist of the week. It's time for the artist of the week. Oh, yes. Okay, so my artist of the week is Wilfred Frelix. All right, so being one of six children growing up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, Wilfred became interested and intrigued by music, especially the guitar. A local interior decorator, Mr. John Scribner, played acoustic and electric guitars that Wilfred would see while delivering newspapers on his daily route. Taking great interest in his playing, Scribner began showing Wilfred how to play and gave him his very first guitar lesson. After the last 25 plus years of owning his own recording studio, Wilfred has released a debut album entitled It Could Happen, which is a critical acclaimed in 2000, and then turned the page to 2016, and he released his preview EP containing two tracks, Is This What Love Is and In This Life. This album is enjoyed throughout the world and it plays all over the radio. All right. Wilfred is bona fide chart topper, reaching number one in the India Jazz charts as well for November 3rd, 2019. From his earliest and humblest of beginnings through present day life, all while perfecting his craft, God saw fit to let Wilfred become the second seasoned recording artist, producer, and recording engineer that he is today. Please welcome to Friday Night Live, my good friend, Mr. Wilfred Frelix.
How's everybody? Friday night. Kathy Carter, y'all. I'm Wilfred Frelix, and I guess we're gonna have a great time tonight. And I'm here. I'll play a little bit for you before I start it out. I'm gonna game, something to warm us up on. So I want you. So how's everybody doing tonight? How you doing, Kat? Can you hear me?
Hey, I got you. Hey, Wilfred, how you doing?
I'm all right. I just put these strings on and they stretching. I'm trying to keep everything together, and it's like, wow. I ain't gonna make it. I don't know, but I'm over here crying. I'm over here crying because I'm like, wow, this is too much for me. I'm so
Don't
excited
cry.
to be here with you tonight, and thank you for everything. This is a long time coming for me to be where I'm at. So, tears of joy, tears of joy. Yep, tears
Yes,
of joy.
sir.
So,
We are
it
definitely
is.
honored to have you. Don't start crying because I'm sensitive. I start crying too.
We will all
We
start
will.
crying.
You just make a chain reaction on here. We just all start crying. But where you
No, we
going? Oh, I thought you were gonna get some tissue.
that's all it is. A great tonight. So, yeah. No, I'm
Yeah.
an emotional person because a lot of the things that I went through would have dictated that I couldn't never have made it thus far. So I'm
Yeah.
thankful to God giving me
Yeah.
physical ability and faith and just fortitude to be here. And so many other people that helped me get here, I have to give homage to
Yeah.
them too also.
Yeah. You
But
know, it's
anyway,
always a good
how
thing.
you
It's. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
how are you doing tonight? You're looking beautiful.
Thank you, Wilfred. I'm actually doing pretty well. It's Friday, and I have a 3-day weekend. I do not have to go to work on Monday, so I'm just going to have me a good old 3-day weekend and relax and do some things around the house that I've been needed to do. Yes.
Okay, all
So
right.
so let's get right into these questions. You know what? First of all, there was a familiar piece that you just played. Who was that? Just like
Marvin
I
Gaye.
love you. Yeah. That's exactly who it is. I was singing it in my head. If you had to give me one more minute, just one more minute, I would have got it. Yes. So you have quite a few people on the feed. Thank you, everybody that's showing up. This is really awesome. So you brought your entourage with your Frelix.
Yeah.
They are on here. All right. So where do you find your inspiration when you're creating your songs?
Well, a lot of things that really inspire me are a lot of things that actually happen in life. I guess you could call it just tap back into those instances and the time that actually things were happening and the feelings I was feeling and the surroundings. I covered a lot. So, and I used to drive trucks. So I see a lot of things that would give me inspiration. A lot of people and a lot of instances that things would happen and it would just spark and uh, spontaneity. Let's say it like that. Spontaneity for you to think of something or a different direction and how you want to attack a song or, because me personally, I try not to be the cookie cutter guitar player. So I know a lot of people probably like, well, he don't go across the same riffs a whole lot, even if you listen to my album, your hooks and stuff like that. But I try not to be the deaf kind of guitarist. Just going to do, I would just say, the norm. Say it like that. I'll keep it right there.
Okay. You know, you've been in the game for a while. You are one of
Can't
our
hear you.
greats. Can you hear me now? Wilfred?
Oh no.
Wilfred? Hello? Can you guys hear me on the feed? Can you guys?
He cut out.
Uh-oh. Can you guys hear me on
I'm not
YouTube
getting
and
you. Hopefully you
Facebook?
can hear me. Can you hear me?
I hear you. Can
You're
you hear
back.
me?
Mhm.
Wilfred? Wilfred?
No, I'm not getting
Yeah,
you right now.
back.
What I'm going to do then, I'm going to try to reload this real quick for you and see if this will pop back on. Give me a head nod if that's okay, if you can
That's
hear me.
fine. I can hear you fine.
Oh, I can hear you now.
There we go.
Oh, well, praise Jesus. Okay. Okay. Something is going on your end because they can hear me on Facebook and YouTube, but I'm glad that you can hear me. Okay. So what I was
Yeah.
saying is you've been in the game for a while. You are one of our spectacular bassists. I call you a maestro because you are a master in your craft. So this is, I think, a good question for you. What do you think is a good recipe to make a great song? What is your recipe for a great song?
Well, I'll say, first of all, you got to have a great melody. Great melody. Structure kind of, it does matter, but it has to deal with a good groove. The good groove is going to be the thing that's going to make every song a good song. Lyrics, then I would say, I want to make a song a lyricist type of a song. Good lyrics, a great hook. But me personally, the way I like to groove, I write everything from a start point as far as the guitar. So I come up with a crazy melody, something that's just going to grab your ear, that's going to drag you right in. And I start from there, then the drums. But otherwise, I just try to write something that everybody can connect to. I do a whole lot of what they would call ear sampling. I got a lot of friends that are good. Give me the head nod, yay or nay, you know. So that helps a whole lot. Yeah, that helps.
Okay. What encouragement or advice would you give an up and coming guitarist?
Well, I would first tell them, learn your craft. Make sure you understand how to read partially. I'm gonna say at least know your chords. You got to know your chords because otherwise, if you get with some people that want you to help them write, it's like riding down the street with no lights on in the middle of the forest with no lights. You can't see. You got to know
Oh,
where
that's
you're
not
going.
good.
Absolutely. You got to understand your guitar. You got to understand what they're trying to convey to you. A lot of the times when we're dealing with other musicians, um, they do know notes. Mostly everybody, we're good at pretty much reading, but having that in our arsenal, we all got great. A lot of musicians are great ear players, so it helps them, and you really won't be able to tell until you put some tab in front of them, and then they go haywire because it's like, well, I normally play like this, but you know, we get through it because if they got good ears, normally they can pick it up just as fast as if they got tab. I know I can because I've been doing it a long time. Plus, I read, so it's not really, it don't hamper me. But I would
Okay.
say anybody that's learning, please learn theory of some kind.
Okay. Who are some of the artists that you've worked with?
Well, long list, long list. Uh, we can go back till when I first started. Okay, MC Breed was in a us. That was part of a rap trilogy and everything we did before we started. I started doing the jazz, and then I did gospel jazz. But anyway, I'm going to start naming these names real quick. Um,
Just give me a
now I'm
couple,
working with.
a few of them.
I am going to give you the current ones right now. Ray
Okay.
Janae, she's number one on the charts right now. I'm working with her, John the Saint, Wilfred. Oh God, he's going to kill me. I know. Oh my God, Wilfred, and he's another Wilfred that's on the album also. Melvin Riley, I'm working with him. I'm working with Terrence Thomas. Working with. I'm trying to make sure I get all these names. And Delise. I'm making sure. I know I'm forgetting some people. I just God, please forgive me. I'm drawing a blank. Ness Powers. Um, wow. A long list of other people. Oh, Arlie Reed. I know he gonna kill me too. We talking about Sophia Janelle Taylor. Uh, she worked with me. Davina Bussy. Man, it's too many names for me to name. You pulled the gun on me right there. But anyway, some of the upcoming stuff that I'm getting ready to do, I'm getting ready to probably release some stuff with me and Arlie Reed.
Is it
Also,
Wilfred
some more.
Richards? Is it Wilfred Richards? Is
Yeah,
that one of them?
absolutely.
Okay, one of the viewers is
And
helping you.
he's everybody would think I'm crazy. I got a studio and couldn't name you anything of none of the products I got in there. They'd be like, you don't got anything, but it's full because I don't. You know, when I know you, I know you. I don't try to dwell on trying to actually accentuate on your name all the time. I don't name drop, as you can tell. You can see that. But
Yeah.
all the time, please,
Okay.
y'all, charge it till my head, not my heart, because I love all y'all. And these are great writers, too, matter of fact. And all these people that I'm dealing with, top of the line, and they're all charts. They're all charting right now. So it's a
Okay.
blessing put in that field with all the people that have given me the chance to just even do anything with those people. So I'm very fortunate and blessed.
You said Ray Janae, is that the song Come Get This Love? Is that the song that's out now?
This, yes, it
Tell me
is.
about it.
Yeah. Actually, it's a four-part song. John the Saint actually came with the structure of it. Then I actually guitar Ray Janae. She dropped the killer vocal with Mr. Richards, Wilfred Richards. They wrote the actual lyrics, and everything else came together from there. And then I had an engineer, which is named Bernard Terry. He just passed, and
Oh, I'm
he
sorry.
mixed it. Yeah, that's okay. But thank you anyway. Well, anyway, he mixed it, and as soon as we put it out, it was shot to the charts. Shot to the charts, and I was so thankful for that.
Congratulations on
Very
that. Yes,
yeah,
congratulations and best wishes on that.
yeah. Thank you.
Okay. You also, when we were talking, when we were doing our sound check the other day, you were telling me a little bit about Ready for the World, the group. Tell me
Oh,
about that a little
Yeah, me and Melvin, they actually kind of adopted me into the group. One of the guitar player, he got sick, and he actually handpicked me to play to replace him while he was uh, getting his health back together. And up to this date, I'm actually the guitar player now since 11, and I've been with them ever since then. We tour. We matter of fact, we'll be touring June 19th through I think something like the 30th or back up into July sometime. But anyway, long story short, Melvin and them have had me and they have embraced me and helped me get to some things that actually present myself along with Ray Janae. I mean, Keith Gilchrist, I can start naming a bunch of names of all the people that have really just pushed me out there for the public to see. Eugene Brown over at a Huge Radio. Man, a lot of people that is in radio that have embraced me. Uh, wow. DJ Cat, my man T. I don't want to go into that name dropping thinking there's way too many. My man T,
Yeah.
and he already knows about. Then I got people up in New York. I got Mike. It's just too many to name. But I'm thankful that they embraced me. Then you got my people overseas. That was the people that really brought us all together. I don't want to, like I say, name the names that all I know, because Ray, Keith, and so many other people have contributed to the success of what we do. So I don't want to feel like I'm trying to exclude anybody, but everybody else that if I did miss you, please, like I said again, charge it to my head, not my heart. Yep.
You know, Wilfred, you have a beautiful spirit because sometimes when people get a certain amount of success, they forget the people that helped them get there as if they've made it and arrived on their own when there were a lot of people helping them, encouraging them, and lifting them up. And so, I mean, you have a beautiful spirit for that because I know some people that seem like they have forgotten where they came from and they have forgotten the people that helped them get where they are. So, yeah, shouts out to all of the people. And again, congratulations on your new song, Come Get This Love.
Hey,
All right.
I was,
So we're getting close to the end, Wilfred. Can you believe this?
yeah, and I'm gonna try to put a plug in real quick. I have a new album out. It's called Time. It's a jazz album. You can go to my website, which is at the bottom of the screen. You were so kind to put that on there for me. So
Oh, absolutely.
you can go and taste all my music. You have to buy it. You can just listen. If you want to buy it, you don't have to buy the whole album. You buy singles from everything that I ever have released, published, or everything. And I hope you like it. If you like it, get some. If not, click like. At least click on it and join my fan club. And anyway, that's was pretty much how I wanted to end this conversation with her asking me what did I want to do with my career. You didn't ask me that as far as where do I want to get to. That's
I
what
was
I was
getting ready to. I was getting ready to ask you a couple more questions, but you can go. You can go right ahead. Go right ahead.
Actually, in my career, I wanted to always be able to touch a lot of people that don't have a chance or the know-how to actually guide themselves through getting to where I'm at. You know, it's tricky, but what I will say is you need to have a team. A team is going to be the most important thing you can do when you start trying to find out that you want to be an artist, because there's just way too much stuff for one person to do. You're going to miss something, and one thing being missed is like driving off a cliff. Believe you me, I know, because I've got a lot of years in doing this, and I'm just now getting it so that the team carries me. I don't carry anything, and that's beautiful.
Mhm. Yes, sir. Okay. You know, with the COVID pandemic and, we've been through quite a bit this last year and a half. And so, would you happen to or would you like to say a final few encouraging words to the viewers before you do your final selection?
Yeah, I'll say if you haven't had your shot, I'll consider it. And I was going to say, if you don't have a means of communicating and really understanding what we're dealing with out here, this COVID is not gone. Please keep yourself covered up. Try to keep your social distances going on. Be courteous of others, and just try not to be, me personally, just be a good person. And it seemed to have gotten me this far, and I've gotten my shot. So I have to say I'm one of those persons also. But give yourself a chance at least, well, whether you choose to do it or not. I'm gonna just say it that way, because I can't tell you what to do. Only God can tell you. Whatever He puts on your spirit is what you should do. And that's my last comments.
Okay. So what are you gonna play for us today? Close us out.
I'm I'm gonna slip and play some Fool's Paradise. I love Chaka Khan. I hope Chaka can hear this. And I did a song a long time ago. I might cover this. I don't know if she's gonna let me do it, but if I do a good job, maybe she might let me do it. So here we go, y'all.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Wilfred Frelix.
All right, y'all.
All
So I guess we're
right.
gonna close
Thank
it
you
out.
so much. Yes, sir. Thank you, Frelix. I know that you're very busy, and I know that you have a lot of things on your plate. And I just want to thank you so much for giving of your time and coming and hanging out with me on Friday Night Live. Best wishes to you on your future endeavors and your
Thank
new
you.
projects that you got going out. And hopefully, when you have some time, I know the pandemic is slowing down a little bit, and I know you're going to probably have a lot of gigs, but when you have some time, come back and hang out with me sometimes.
Absolutely, absolutely. I would love to. Thank you for having me so much.
Yes, sir. All right. You take care.
Yeah. All right. Have a great night.
All right.
Okay. Bye bye, Frelix.
Yeah, bye bye.
Did you all enjoy Wilfred? OMG. OMG. I am just so honored to have had him on the show. Okay, so we have Hilton. OMG. Yes, he is coming back to do some spoken word. But before that, he's standing by. We're going to do our trivia question. So go ahead. Go ahead. All right. Memorial Day is coming up, so our trivia has to do with that. What city and state is declared as the birthplace of Memorial Day in 1966 by the federal government? Was it Philadelphia, Washington, or Waterloo? Seems like I got a typo in there somewhere. That doesn't sound right. But yeah, these are the choices. A, B, or C. Put it in the comments. Yes, 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 yes. All right. Oh, Hilton is coming back. You know, he was here before and we really enjoyed him. Oh, I'm so glad he is here. Yes. All right. Let's talk a little bit about Hilton. So, you can play that music in the background. That's fine. So, Hilton is also GF Soldier. That's God-fearing soldier. Yes. He was born Hilton Christopher Young, was raised in New Orleans, and now resides in Dallas, Texas as a result of Hurricane Katrina. He is an international poet, an artist, a writer, a mentor, a teacher, a therapist, a motivational speaker, and a spoken word artist. OMG. His delivery is one that permeates the inward part of the belly. It permeates the very depths of the human psyche while captivating a crowd with both emotional and intellect. His mission is to spread the gospel both foreign and domestic through the power of spoken word poetry. His passion is to ultimately win souls to Christ. He also has a bachelor's of science in psychology, a master's in clinical mental health counseling, and is currently pursuing his doctorate in advanced studies in human behavior. He is also a proud member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. Please welcome to Friday Night Live, my brother, Hilton Young. Oh, I'm so excited he's here. Hey, Hilton.
Hey, how are you?
Welcome back. Oh,
thanks for having me.
Man, I've been waiting for you to come back. You just blessed us. So the last time that you were here, we were like, I know I got to give it some time in between to invite him back, but we really wanted to invite you back sooner than this. OMG. So we are just really happy to have you. The last time we had you here was last year, actually, wasn't it? Was it fall last year? Yeah. So
fall of last year. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to let you start off. I know you got something for us, so I'll let you start off with that, and then we'll go a little bit up close and personal with Hilton. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. It's all you. Welcome, Hilton.
So out of the depths of despair, depression, and hopelessness, I speak in brokenness. And every single time I'm faced with the situation, I write. To find the best way of approaching this through spoken lips, I must verbally vent and express my ongoing frustrations of how to cope with this. So with boldness and clarity, I will openly discuss and exploit my disparity, because there are things in my life that I'm going through that I don't care to be, but are necessary, even though sometimes it just doesn't seem quite fair to me. So as I attempt to pluck up the root of my trials, tribulations, and miseries, please understand that I have been hurt by some of the very folk I consider to be near and dear to me, and it has become painfully obvious and quite clear to me that everything in this world is not always what they appear to be. Are you hearing me? You see, the scripture says, guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it flows the issues of life. So I have to protect my heart, because I don't know what you will think of me when I step away from this platform at the end of the night. Because when I leave this place, there may be some issues that are going on at home that I may have to fight, because whatever goes on in the darkness will surely come out to the light. And tonight, my question is, do you know what's behind this mic? Sleepless nights, loss of appetites, broken spirits, hearts contrite, struggling to make ends meet, going home to no lights, one failed relationship after another, ending in bitterness and strife, constant thoughts of death, having neither cause nor reason to continue in life. You see, I had no motivation. I lost the passion to do the things that I enjoyed the most. I was void of inspiration. It got to the point where I was no longer motivated to speak my voice. I became no more than the walking dead, solitarily confined to the cemetery of my own choice. My spirit was crushed. My bones were frozen. My soul was cold. I was stressing out over situations that were far out of my reach and beyond my control. Excessively overeating and gaining unnecessary weight. Allowing other people to determine and dictate to me my own fate. And most of the time, these situations had me bent out of shape. And now I have finally found out how to get away and take a break, and poetry has become my way of escape. So as I stand on this platform, this is how I keep my sanity, and this is the avenue to release my grievous afflictions and destructive calamities, because this cuts, wounds, and scars that are on the inside of me have become infected, and it's proved to be quite damaging. I don't think you're understanding me, because pain is inevitable, and no one is ever exempt from this. And just like poetry, I need to find a sane and therapeutic way for me to be fulfilled and replenished of my emptiness, because there were pivotal moments in my life that were ever so delicate and significantly vital. I was beginning to lose every sense of intellect. My emotions began to overcloud my judgment, and my thoughts became suicidal. Because I was always the one that would brush my problems to the side, sweep it under the rug, suppressing my issues and dealing with other people's problems at the expense of my own leisure. I thought if I would indulge myself in the affairs of other people, they would love me more, but it became even more stressful to be a people pleaser. I gave up so much of myself to please people to the point where my future no longer looked promising. My heart could no longer handle the overflowing capacity of issues I was putting inside of it. I was emotionally and psychologically vomiting, because my mental strategy can sometimes lead to mental tragedy, not being able to handle the mental capacity of my internal struggles with no tenacity. But that's okay, because you have not seen the last of me. I apply for jobs, but I can't let the fact that I'm black be the reason why you keep passing me. But if you would just sit down and talk to me, then you would see my veracity, my integrity, the significance of my sincerities. My brain is clogged up with all these thoughts in my mind, trying to figure out what in the world went wrong with my spiritual designs, plots, schemes, devices, plans on how I can muster up the audacity, the courage to strengthen my inner man. I demand that the power of God gives me the wisdom to know that I can do all things through Christ, my inner light, my delight, who brought me out of darkness into the marvelous light, who directs me to walk by faith and not by sight, who corrects me from all of my wrongdoings when I'm not doing right. Never let me get ahead of myself. He shares the wealth of my foresight. Sometimes I'm going to be vindictive and do things out of spite, but in the midst of his corrections, I'm going through trials and tribulations and a list of my depressions. At a cost, I'm lost trying to find myself. Was I sold into my own slavery, or was I bought at a price that I was not even aware of? That it was his love that willingly allowed him to lay down his life. It's nothing but the blood, but my internal struggles can't go unnoticed. It's something to have to deal with in order to keep my focus. This is not abracadabra, hocus pocus. I wish I could make my problems disappear with some magic potion. When I'm hurt, I have to deal with the depths of my emotion. Sometimes I feel like everything is moving in slow motion. So with the pen and the pad, I'm lost in the realm of words, trying to be philosophical and other encouraging things I've heard, and it becomes distracting. When you begin to think that absolutely nothing about you is physically attracting, being fake and phony by your brilliant acting, exercising, lifting weights, trying to be cute instead of just trying to be you, spending way too much time on beautifying the outside and not enough time on beautifying the inside. If I am weak inwardly, then I must understand and begin to know that outwardly, my weaknesses will begin to show. And I know this without a shadow of a doubt, that whatever is in you will eventually come out, because no one will start loving me until I start loving myself. I can only be who I am and nobody else. So as I begin to strategize and prioritize my life, I have to realize that sometimes I will be criticized by jealousy and envy, the lack of self-esteem that comes from within me, harsh words that comes from other people that would offend me. But why is that? It is because of my own insecurities, internal contradictions, conflictions, false intuitions, and in the midst of my afflictions, unclean impurities. And it's true to me, not new to me, that my double-mindedness and ambiguity has to be overcome by death and spiritual maturity. It's unforgettable. There's no way that I can change the inevitable. I would die someday, and I don't even have a schedule of when this particular event would take place, but it's only God's undying grace that keeps me on pace to eternal life, not corruption. He never leads me down the road of destruction, not allowing Satan to come in and kidnap or illegal abduction. God can add on to my life and start making deductions, not falling for other people's smooth words and persuasive seductions, but being obedient to God's word and receiving instructions and allowing myself to be submitted and committed to total reconstruction. He gives direction. The strength that is within comes in is an eternal resurrection. It comes out of my mouth that I believe that I'm saved. Is my confession. confession. I was made in this image. I am a reflection of the man who created this world in retrospection, who saved me from the evil tricks of the devil and his deceptions. That's why he gave me the gift to spit poetry. I have a collection. So basically what I'm saying is the truth about myself. I have to call upon Jesus to be my help. There's some things about myself that I have to let go. And really, I should have gotten rid of these things from the get-go. So as I put this piece inside of a nutshell, I cannot lie. In order for some things to live in me, some things have got to die. I know that my body's dying day by day, but my soul and my spirit is renewed every single day. So if I love my life, then I shall lose it. But if I be willing to die, then life is what I'm choosing. So in other words, my life is what I have to be willing to give, because when I live, I die, and when I die, I live. So when you see me walking through the valley of the shadow of evil, I will not hold my breath, because you're looking at life living inside of death.
Oh,
Whew. I digress. Whew, that was good. Oh, we were I almost, I was like, don't click. Maybe he'll keep going. Don't click. Maybe he'll keep going. Oh, Hilton, how are you doing? How are you doing? That was so powerful. That was so powerful. Did you all enjoy that?
Oh, praise God.
Wow,
Praise
you
God.
touched
Praise
on
God.
quite a bit in that one. Yes, sir.
Praise God.
Are you all enjoying Hilton? Send him some hearts and some likes. Encourage him. All right. Whew, I don't even know where to begin with you. See, I usually, like, this is how it was last time. See, I had my questions all together, and then you did that, and then it just. So we just gonna talk. Okay, we just talk. How about that? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fun.
How long have you been doing the spoken word?
This year will be my 20th year doing it. I started kind of late. I'm getting ready to tell my age now. I started at 27. And so, I started late, but writing has always been something that I've done for therapeutic reasons, for mental health reasons. I also am diagnosed with major depressive disorder and anxiety. And so writing was very cathartic with me. And, of course, the word of catharsis is an emotional cleansing of the soul, or an emotional discharge is how we say it in mental health. So it was always there to help me discharge hard emotions that most of us men deal with. And it helped me to label my feelings, describe my feelings, put my feelings together. So it started out as journaling, and my journaling turned into poems. And then poetry seemed like the way of escape. So that's what I started doing. And it was also cathartic to perform on stage and, and bless other people with the gift that God has blessed me with.
So it's almost like that was your therapy. Wow.
It was my therapy. Still is quite a bit. And so,
Wow.
I mean, my journaling now is things I email to myself, some things that, sometimes I put some of my journaling on Facebook and in quotes, and it is proven to help other people as well. I mean, we have to get to the root of our issues in order to be free, in order to have some type of freedom, in order to heal as well. And that's therapy. Is just it's just a fancy word for healing. That's all therapy is. And so, in healing, the healing process it could be a very painful one, but it's a necessary one in order to be fully healed, or you just be living with emotional open wounds for the rest of your life if you don't deal with the pain that comes along with the healing process.
Okay, so I have a question for you. My baby
Sure.
sister, we have our talks. I have like a very small circle. She's one that keeps me accountable, and so sometimes we talk about things that we have to deal with, or that we deal with in life. And, she says, like, nobody wants to be on Front Street. Like, in other words, everybody doesn't want to say what they're dealing with, or they are afraid to tell the world what they're dealing with, or they don't know how to release what they've gone through or what they've dealt with. How can you give some recommendations, or can you explain how you can get through that process if you want to release it, but you don't know how to release it? You're afraid to release it, but that's the only way you can be free or healed, right?
Yep. Yeah, right. It's one word. It's acceptance, self-acceptance. We praise and we glorify that side of us that we want everybody to see and want everybody to know, but we are embarrassed and shamed and guilt driven by the side of us that we don't want people to know about. But you have to be accepting of that side and love that side of yourself just as much as you love the side of you that you want everybody to see. This is how God loves us. God just don't love the part of us that does right, but God loves us holistically. And so acceptance, you have to be accepting of those things, and you have to be accepting that that's a part of who you are. I hear people say all the time, well, that's just not Hilton. Yeah, that is me. That's just the darker side of me. And so we have to get in touch with our darker side and accept that the darker side is just as prevalent. It's not going anywhere. So you have to deal with it, and you have to be okay with you. Once you accept everything about yourself, there's nothing really nobody can really tell you that can break you down or hurt you in any kind of way, because you have accepted those things about yourself. And, we talked about this last time. There are things about me that I've accepted about myself. I have 2 kids. Both of them are 16 years old. They're not twins. They're a month apart. And the lack of responsibility that came along with it. And of course, we talked about the book Trifling to Transform. There are still things about me that are trifling, but I have to understand that this is a part of me. We're made in human flesh. We are inevitably prone to mess up. We're going to err in some points of our life. And once we start accepting that part of our lives, then we can experience true freedom. The problem is that we're so embarrassed of that side that it holds us bound. It holds us in prison of our own self, because we're ashamed of ourselves. We are harder on ourselves, I believe, than people are. We're harder on ourselves than I believe God is, to be honest with you, because he would not have sacrificed his own son, his only begotten son, to die for us on a cross. He did it for us because he knew we could never get to that point of perfection. So he had to take a perfect sacrifice to sacrifice for our imperfections. We'll be imperfect beings until the day we die. And the more we accept it, as Jesus did, like the woman at the well, Jesus said, where are thine accusers? The woman that was caught in adultery, where are thine accusers? Does not any condemn you? And the lady said, no. And Jesus said, neither do I. He was fully accepting of her. He was empathic at the time. He looked at it from an objective perspective. So we have to stop being so hard on ourselves, constantly beating ourselves up, and accept that this is a part of who you are. We have characteristics and we have character flaws, and we have to be accepting of our character flaws as well.
I'm a firm believer that if you can get to the point where you're not afraid to release it, there's somebody, and I think you just said it in your spoken word, like things that you've been through, or your testimonies, or your challenges that you've been through. I think the biggest trick of Satan is to make you think you're the only one that's going through it, or you're the only one that's dealing with it. But if you can get past that, there's somebody else that needs what you've been through, or they need that so that they can get through. But if you can't release it, and there's an artist, it's in one of his songs, I think it's Norman Hutchins, and he says, if Satan can stop you from bringing to birth the hidden treasures and the things that you have in you, not only does he hinder you, but he also hinders the people that are supposed to be blessed or free by what you have to say. And so it's very serious. And my pastor says it all the time. It's about you, but it's not always just about you. And so how do you find your self-acceptance? What is the process of that? Go ahead.
Well, it takes a great deal of courage and vulnerability. We have to allow ourselves, we have to put our guards down. Paul said it best, when I am weak in Christ Jesus, then I'm strong. His strength is made perfect in our weakness. David said that the true sacrifice of God is of a broken spirit and contrite heart. we have to have the courage to be able to do it. And courage is not the absence of fear. We know that courage is something that we do in spite of fear. You have to have that courage and that bravery. And a lot of the times, for me, I was put in a situation where either I was scared or not, I wasn't going to deny my children. And so
Right.
with that, all of the flaws come along with having two kids for two different women and having them a month apart. You know, my son is February 15, 2005. My daughter's March 17, 2005. So, but again, you have to understand what's the purpose of doing it. It's for your own freedom. It's not for nobody else's freedom but your own. And so, and if you really want to be free and this freedom is what you want, you have to have the courage to find it, because freedom, I'm sorry, it ain't free. Freedom, it's a cost. There's a cost to be free or to live in freedom, and you have to be willing to deal. There's no easy way to do it. When you're in the healing process and you're accepting things about yourself, it's a very painful process. It's sometimes it's one step forward and two steps back. It's uncomfortable. You're gonna have to be able to be prepared to deal with a certain level of discomfort in your healing process. The healing process is not a comfortable process. So I wish I could dress it up. I wish I could make it sound pleasurable, but healing is uncomfortable. Self-acceptance is uncomfortable, but we're looking to be liberated. We're looking to be free. We're not necessarily looking to be comfortable. You can't find comfort on your way to healing. If you want that comfort, then you have to go through the process to get there. And a lot of times we create comfort in our own mental prisons that we create for ourselves, and we say stuck there to life. The whole saying is that I'm gonna take this to my grave. Oh, I mean, that means you're dying slowly. And so you have to have a great deal of courage. You have to be prepared to go through a great deal of pain and discomfort. There's no way around it. You just have to go through it, and it's a step by step. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's a journey. And a lot of the times that destination won't come for a couple. You can't expect to heal 20 years of hurt and pain in 20 minutes or 20 days or 20 hours. The healing is an ongoing process. It's an ongoing process. And if you rush it, then you do yourself a grave disservice. The more you rush your healing, the more you prolong it. And so you have to live every day step by step, and start, shattering these walls of resistance that you created for yourself because of other people. You're allowing people to control your own destiny. You're allowing people to control your life. You have to get back the control and have the courage to take it back, and not let people's opinions and their criticisms and their ostracisms, deter you from doing something that is a necessity in your life.
That's good. That's really good. What did it feel like the first time you had the courage to release the, what you said, the uncomfortable side or the other side that people didn't know about you? What did it feel like once you were able to release that?
I felt lighter. I felt 100 pounds lighter. The burden that you carry is so heavy because you're too busy performing, trying to be what everybody wants you to be or everybody needs you to be. And you're taking care of everybody in your circle but yourself. And so to carry the burden of your own trials and tribulations and to carry the burdens of caring for other people's issues as well, I cannot tell you the amount of weight that it has on you emotionally, and your body keeps the score. And so as long as you keep in those burdens with you, you're going to wear yourself out, and really you're slowly but surely writing your own death certificate by holding these things, because these things can kill you. Stress and anxiety, those are real things. And it weakens the immune system, which is the body's natural defense against common cold illness. It's heart attack, stroke, diabetes. It's the birthplace. Stress and anxiety is the birthplace for certain types of cancer, and so you have to understand you are slowly but surely destroying yourself from the inside out. And so some of that stuff you have to release because eventually your emotional gas tank is going to get on empty. You're going to lose compassion. You're going to lose empathy. You're going to lose energy, and you're going to lose a perspective on life that you cannot experience anymore. I mean, the more you release, the lighter the load can be. And we've been taught that carrying that load makes you a strong person, and that guarding yourself is a sign of strength. But really, it's a sign of weakness. It's a sign of weakness. So you're not as strong as you think you are if you're still holding on to that stuff.
Wow. You know, the stress and anxiety, especially stress, like sometimes you don't even know you're stressed or you have anxiety. And so I say that because like sometimes like I'd be in situations and my heart would just start pumping really, really fast, like stuff that shouldn't make me really just, and I didn't know what that was. And then I think I was reading something, you know, I'm a scientist and I was reading something or I was watching a medical video or something and they start saying all these signs. I was like, that's what I have. And I didn't realize I had an anxiety. And I had to deal with that, and I'm still dealing with it. But at least I was able to realize what it was, and so that I could help myself. But yeah, it's a process. You know, I should have had you on for a whole hour because it just goes too fast, Hilton. So if people want to get in contact with you, I know that you are available for different functions. If they want to get in contact with you, how can they do that?
Well, my email is gfsoldier2, the number 2 at gmail.com. And then, of course, you could get me on Facebook /GF but my title name is Hilton Christopher Young. Twitter at Poet GF Soldier. No, I'm sorry. Twitter is at GF Soldier. Instagram is at Poet GF Soldier. And so there's a multiplicity of ways you can get in touch with me. So those 3 ways are good ways to get in touch with me. I check my email every day. I check my Instagram, my Twitter, and my Facebook every day. So.
Okay, so your email is gfsoldier2@gmail.com. I think my daughter's going to try to put it in the comments for everybody. Also, you all can
just Google GF Soldier. A lot of stuff is going to come up. Yeah. If you just Google GF Soldier, a lot of stuff will come up. And there's a multiplicity of ways that you can contact me. So. Okay.
I wanted to put a plug in about your book, Hilton, before you go, because I have 2 that I'm going to be giving away tonight, along with there is a $50 gift card that we're going to be giving away tonight. So tell us a little bit about the book.
Trifling to Transform. The title is more catchy than anything, but really it's talking about the subtopic is really where the premise of the book is, how the gift exposed and saved my life, based on it's a comprehensive look at 1 Timothy chapter 4, verses 12 through 16, where it says, practice and cultivate and meditate. Give all of yourself into your gifts so that your profit or progress will be evident to everybody. Verse 16, look well to yourself. Take heed into the doctrine. Persevere in your duties, for by doing this you shall save both yourselves and those who hear you. That word save in the Greek translation means your gift should serve as a function or a healing mechanism in your life. And if your gift does not serve those 2 functions of being therapeutic or healing, then it's probably not your gift. And so my gift helps me to deal with my trifling ways, my not so good ways, my darker ways. I talk about it. I write about it because I know I'm not the only one that's going through it. And I never met Jesus in person. So if I meet anybody else in person, I know something trifling about him in some kind of way, shape, or form. We all got some trifling things about us that we have to
we all trifling.
That book. Yeah. Paul said, "A wretched man that I am." He never said, "A wretched man that I was." You know what I'm saying? And so he said it in present tense. You know what I'm saying? So he said, "I am carnal." He never said, "I was carnal." And so this book is a guide to help you get in touch with that darker side and be more accepting of it, pretty much.
Okay. This book is available on Amazon and most media platforms, isn't it? And any place else, Barnes and Noble, I believe.
Barnes and Noble, Amazon, Kindle, Barnes and Noble, the Nook app, and any digital distribution network that's out there. But Amazon is the main one that most people go to.
Okay. Somebody asked, can we repeat your contact information again? My daughter did put Twitter on there.
Okay. So gfsoldier2 at gmail.com is my email for booking. Twitter /GFSoldier is at Facebook /GFSoldier. Instagram at Poet GFSoldier. And Twitter, of course, is at GFSoldier. So.
All right. Okay. So we got some of it up there. And then I think my daughter's going to try to get the rest on there. Hilton, it's all over. We got to let you go, and I don't want to.
Yeah,
it's always so refreshing when you come. You encourage us and you give us key points and tools that we can use to better ourselves. You know, like we all got stuff that we're dealing with, and like what you said, what we've gone through makes us who we are. We just need to get to the point where we're not afraid to tell the other side of us so that we can help other people, plus ourselves, because it helps us first, but then help others as well. Thank you so much, Hilton. Thank you so much. I know that you're busy.
And, thank you so much for having me.
You know what? I got to get you for the next Cat Jam. I think will you come to a Cat Jam and do some spoken word with me?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yes,
you're right down the road in Dallas. Yeah, we got to get you to do Cat Jam for us. Okay. All right. Blessings to you on your future endeavors. Do you have any upcoming events, or are you doing anything on Facebook Live soon or something that you want to tell us about?
The only thing I got coming up, I have a youth retreat in July, the first week of July. And I also have a youth retreat I think it's the second or third week in August in California. And so those are the next two big events. So the events are a month apart, but I have a youth retreat here and I have a youth retreat at a camp retreat in Los Angeles. So those are the two big things that's coming up. I don't think I have anything virtually at this particular time. So.
Well, I do have some viewers I know in the California area. So if you all want more information, his email, his Instagram, his Twitter information is all on the feed. See, look, they like saying look, see? So
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. He said Los Angeles, Karan. All right. So check him out, send him some information. All right, Hilton, blessings to you on your future endeavors. Thank you so much for giving of your time and your encouragement and being so transparent with us. We really appreciate you. We love you on Friday Night Live. And I'm gonna be calling you again. You're just family now. So I mean, it's just what it is. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. It just is what it is. So thank you, Hilton.
God bless y'all. Thank y'all so much for having me. It's always a pleasure to be here, and look forward to next time.
All right. You take care, Hilton. Blessings to you.
All right, you too now. All right, Kathy.
All right. Bye-bye. 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 Did you all enjoy Hilton like I did? OMG. I sure hope did they put some hearts and likes and all that old good stuff in there? Man, Hilton just, oh my goodness. That spoken word is like, whoo. All right. So we got some business to take care of. So let's go to the question was, what city and state was declared as the birthplace of the Memorial Day in 1966 by the federal government? The correct answer is, that's wrong. It's Waterloo, New York. I did that. That's wrong. I apologize. That's my fault. It is it is Waterloo, New York. I'm sorry. Y'all turn to my hand, not my heart. Y'all just don't understand. I am stretched all over the place. You all would not believe if I told you all my schedule. OMG. But the correct answer is Waterloo, New York. So my music director has to go back and tally up the people that picked C. All right. And while she's doing that, I'm going to give shout outs to my credits. The beginning of the song show, we did Kevin Moore CD, Every Breath We Take, and that was available to you. And also we had a new countdown at the top. Did you all see that? Oh, I'm so excited. And a new intro. All right. Also, want to say thank you to Wilfred. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on Friday Night Live. And also Hilton, Christopher Young. Yes, OMG. And then next week, my girl is coming. Costella is coming back. She is going to be with me the whole hour. We're going to be having so much fun. So you all make sure y'all tune in for that. So Cheryl, what I want to do is I want to give whoever won the trivia, they're going to get an opportunity to pick from the gift cards, and I'm going to give them one of these books. And then I have another book. Let me see. I have another book I want to give away. So if you enjoyed Hilton tonight, write Hilton in the comments, and then Cheryl's going to pick one of you guys to get this book. I have another book. Let me see. Let me open it up. I think this is his book. Ooh, Wonder Woman. Yeah, I have another book. So okay. So she's going to do that. All right. So she's trying to get the winners tonight. So what are you all doing for Memorial Day? Tell me in the comments. Are you barbecuing? Are you going to any parades? Are you resting? Are you cleaning the house? What's going on? You got family coming over now with COVID and people getting their shots. I guess we can kind of be with a few family members, a little social distancing. So what are you all doing this weekend? I am going to be cleaning the house and probably reading. I am not barbecuing this year. I'm a little tired. I'm sorry. I'm really tired, but we might put something in the oven. I do have some chicken and some brocks and some ribs, but I can't do it. I just don't have the energy. All right. So, the winner for the first one for the trivia.
This is all trivia.
Okay. The winner for trivia is what? Wait a minute. What is this? Oh, okay. The one that's circled. Okay. Bonnie Wilson, are you on YouTube? Bonnie. Okay, so you have the opportunity to win a gift card. One is $15, one is $25, and one is $50. Which one do you want? The button, the soldier, or the cake? Put it in the comments. All right. And while she's doing that, Cheryl's going to figure out who's going to get this other book. Cheryl, can I have some music under my voice, please? Pretty please, when you get a second. All right. Okay, so let me see. Oh, Portland says she's going to be cleaning the garage. Oh. Let's see. Lady Jackson said the last two things I mentioned. So Lady Jackson is going to be resting and cleaning the house. Oh, Olga's going to go on a nature hike. Ooh. Oh, Pastor Neil is going to be barbecuing. Pastor Neil, what time the barbecue going to be ready? All right. Okay, Bonnie, put in the comments which one you want. The button, the soldier, or the cake. Let's see. Ain't nobody else barbecuing for the holidays? Ain't nobody else doing nothing? Resting? Yes. Come on, Bonnie. Give me something. Give me something, Bonnie. Oh, wow. I hope she's still on here, because she's going to forfeit if she's not on here. I'm going to have to give it to somebody else. I'm going to give her a few more. I'm going to give her another minute to respond. Oh, there she is, Bonnie. Bonnie said the soldier. Okay. Bonnie said the soldier. Okay, let's see what she won. Okay, so the cake was a $15 gift card. The button was a $50 gift card. The soldier is the $25 gift card. Bonnie, yay! Congratulations. You're going to get that gift card and the book. All right. Okay, so we have one more book to give away, Cheryl. Oh, she's figuring out who the winner is on that one. Okay. All right. All right, while she's doing that. Oh, Walt said he's going back riding. I wonder if he's doing I wonder if he's doing his motorcycle or if he's actually riding a bike. Yeah, he's probably doing the motorcycle. He's probably going down Route 66. Let's see. All right. Oh, Sheila Bowen. Sheila, I got a book for you. Congratulations. All right. And this book is not that expensive. It's a very good book. You can find it at Amazon, Barnes and Noble. So check it out. This is Trifling to Transform. So congratulations to Bonnie Wilson and Sheila Bowens. All right, Cheryl. So you want to give a few accolades? A few shout outs, and then I'm going to let everybody go. I guess we can spend a few more minutes since it's the holiday weekend. Yeah, there you go. All right. You gonna turn it on? You gonna come on with me? You can if you want to. Congratulations. Yeah.
All right. Let's see who we have on. Who we still have at 8:10 p.m. Central Time. We got Miss Prissy Parker who stopped in. Glad you came out to check us out. I think she was a friend of Wilfred Frelix. Glad you came and stopped by. We had Terrence Thompson stop by as well. Glad you came out. Hope you enjoyed. We had Miss Cynthia Banks came back. Good to see you, Miss Cynthia. We also had Marilyn Ford, who came and checked us out, as well as Keith Gilchrist, who came and checked us out as well. We also had another new person, John Morris, also welcome. Glad you came. Hope you enjoyed as well. We have Mrs. Gerald. Hey, Mrs. Gerald, it's so good to see you again. We have Tina Wilson here. Hi, Miss Tina Wilson. Hey, Karan girl. We got Miss Karan Edmonds up in the house. We got Bonnie Wilson over on YouTube. Hey, Miss Bonnie. Congratulations. So glad you won.
Hey, Bonnie, send me your email address so I can send you an e-card for the Amazon gift card.
We also had Charles Neal here. Hey, Charles. Good to see you again, Pastor Neal. We also have Portland Nisi Ward. Stop by. Hey, Portland. We had Miss Charlene Blair over on YouTube. It's good to see you again.
Hey, Stamp Keeper.
Stamp Queen Collector. We also had Auntie T over here. Hey, Auntie. We also had Walter D. Williams. It's good to see you again, brother. We also had Auntie Karen up in the house. Hey, Auntie Karen. It's good to see you too. Gigi. Hi, Gigi. We had Auntie Mamie. We had Auntie Karen. Hey, guys. Good to see you. We also had, we had Olga stop by. We hadn't seen her.
Olga, that's my scientist friend.
Good to see you, Olga.
We're the scientists.
Lisa V. Boykin stopped over too. It's good to
Hey,
see
Lisa.
you. Hang out with us. Brother Esau stopped by as well. It's good to see you coming back. We also had Teray Smith on YouTube, another new person.
Hey, Teray. Welcome to Friday Night Live. Come back and hang out with us. Change the music.
Thank you.
Y'all excuse me.
We also had, we had Gino Michelle come over on YouTube as well. Another new person. Hope you enjoyed. Welcome. And Just Jazz 189 on YouTube as well. Welcome. Hope
yes, welcome.
Lady Jackson. Hi. Good to see you, Miss Lady Jackson.
Hey, Lady Jackson.
We had Miss Sheila Bowens. Congratulations on that book, Sheila.
Congratulations, Sheila. Yes.
Good to see you again. We have Miss Kimberly Rogers. Hey, Kimberly. Glad you checked us out. I think that is it. I don't think I'm missing anybody.
All right.
Please don't flog me if I am. That's all.
She means no harm. We also have people that are actually watching, but if you don't put a comment in, we don't know that you're on, so we can't send you a shout out. You have to make a comment so that we can actually see that you're on here. All right. Have a safe and restful Memorial Day weekend. Thank you for your service to all of the soldiers, and prayers to all that have lost those in war. And Lord willing, you know what? Yeah, Lord willing, we'll see you next Friday. Is there anything else you want to say? Did you all like my new intro? Did y'all see we got new stuff?
Yeah,
new year,
intro.
new stuff. I'm so excited. Yes. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. No, we're gonna go ahead and close and let them rest. Y'all go ahead and enjoy this one.